Naturally, you find that these things would happen. They will take care of their kids. But what we're saying
That's
here,
not true. I've seen people in the village, in the rural areas,
what I'm saying is
without portable water.
No,
their kids are clean, going to school.
No,
government provides schools for
you
the
must
children
listen
to
to
go
this.
school.
You must listen to this.
Now, they farm.
You do
they
not
go to the
have,
farm. They take care of their
when
children
you do not
without
when you
$1
do
per day.
not have the capital, the financial capital, to be able to think and to plan and to make a home worth living for the child, it is pretty much difficult for you to manage whatever you have to meet that role of parenting.
So in essence,
go ahead.
In essence, you are saying that a man who does not have money cannot take care of a child.
No, I haven't said that.
That's what you're saying.
I'm only saying that there is a correlation.
I've seen people.
There's a correlation between how a human capital.
With all due respect, Mr. Godless. With all due respect, Mr. Godless. With all due respect, a man who doesn't have a job, doesn't have a right to send his child to go hawk on the street, does he? How come parents who are primary caregivers?
Now let me tell you.
Parents who are primary caregivers who should be agents?
What has the government done? Or what have institutions done to ensure that children do not off on the road?
The government in 2003 came out with NAPTIP. National Agency
I know that.
of Trafficking and
prohibition, the national.
Exactly.
Yes,
and they came out with that.
Yes.
Now, and they say cranking down on trafficking and all forms of child labor. Now, that's something the government has done. But what has the parents themselves done? They send their children back to the street. Every time the government tries to take these children off the street, the parents send their children back to the street.
Where are your verifiable data? Where are your verifiable data that that particular policy has been properly implemented?
How do you define properly implemented?
Yes, because the truth is that why don't we have government agencies running after parents?
The streets of
Lagos. No. Why don't we have government agencies running after parents and saying that now we have said that you should not take these kids to the road anymore? But we still find them. Why don't we have government agencies that are taking this? Now, when you go abroad...
Why are we not having parents that are going to jail?
Yes, that's the truth. Because today you still find parents who are smacking their children in public, parents who are beating their children, and we have policemen who are watching. So what I'm saying is that
you agree that parents are abusing their children?
What I'm saying is that...
You agree that parents are abusing their children? Mr. Godless, you just said now that you find parents abusing their children.
The responsibility...
So you agree.
I am saying that the government should protect the child.
The government should protect the child.
The government can and can. And I'm saying it again, and can protect the child.
You cannot be in the middle. It's that you say the government are abusing the children and not protecting
No, I haven't said the government is abusing the children.
No. Just say the government is
If I may be correct, if I may be corrected there, are you trying to say that the government is not enforcing its own laws?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when he says that the primary responsibility of the person who protects the child...
But what he's also saying is, are you now implying from what he's saying that parents who are earning, who do not have any money, cannot take care of their children?
No, what I'm saying that there is a correlation. If he's saying that parents are responsible for taking care of the children, and now we have, let us give an analogy. A child turns out to become a bad influence to society, it becomes a nuisance to society, and we say the parents are responsible. I am simply saying that the child that became a nuisance value to society has a lot of that outcome to do with government inability or institutional ability to become better. Now I'll say this. The guy who lives on less than $3 a day with his family, how do you expect that guy that he is saying should protect that child to be able to do so?
Now let me tell you how he does that.
Okay, tell me.
He goes out there.
Okay.
And instead of forcing his own child to the streets to work, to feed the family, to support the family, he goes out there. And even if it means doing menial jobs, he would do it to protect his family. Now let me give you this instance. Let me give you this instance. Have you not seen children?
Government must create.
Have you not seen children?
Government has to create that environment that allows people to move economically.
Now, what do we agree?
You're implying that government is creating that environment.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But I can't find it. I'm not saying it.
Okay, should I say something?
Yeah, go on.
What if we agree now, that the institutions have failed us? Should we then fail ourselves? by neglecting our duties as parents to care for our children?
I haven't
What if we say that the government, what even if we agree that the government is not doing their job?
Okay.
Is that enough excuse for us to neglect our children?
No, this is not about the government.
Wait,
this is not about the government.
This is not about the government.
Let me
break something down.
Institutions. It's not just the government. There are NGOs out there. There are institutions and the UN.
Okay, let him break down.
Should I break something down for you? Now, a survey was done. Okay, in Nigeria. You know what that survey found out?
No.
It found out that 50% of children who have been abused, have been abused by people who they are familiar with, people who their parents know. Now, children who also have been abused, 70% of those children who have been abused never discuss these issues with their parents. Why? Because the parents are not creating enabling environments for them to communicate with their children. Now, a parent who does not communicate with his child, how does a parent protect the child?
There was something he said earlier. Like that parent is trying to make a living because of the kind of environment.
There's so many factors. There's so many factors. No, there's so many factors. There's so many factors. There's so many factors. Let me tell you,
parenting?
Mr. Kachi, no, listen.
Is that what you're saying?
Let me tell you something.
Are you saying?
Answer the question.
Let me tell you something.
Let him answer. Is poverty an excuse
for laissez-faire parenting?
Now let me tell you.
No, are you answering the question?
I will answer the question.
Excuse?
If poverty is an excuse
yes or no?
to abuse you, no, it's not an excuse.
Okay, thank you.
But what we are simply saying is this.
Let me say something.
Now you ask the question.
Abuse.
Okay.
Of all sorts. Okay. Cut across socioeconomic status.
Okay.
Cut across religious affiliation.
Okay.
Cut across ethnicity. And the fact that you have money does not mean you cannot abuse your children. Have you
not
seen people who have money?
No, Mr. Kachi.
People who are rich abuse their own children.
You are a consultant psychologist, right?
Let me clear that point.
You're a consultant psychologist.
I'm listening, Mr. Bob.
And you look at the psychosocial and cognitive and all those developmental stages of the child, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now, I'm a human capital development expert. I'm going to tell you how we can help the human to become better for the sake of society.
And that's the problem.
No. You've got to listen. You've got to listen now. No, you have to listen.
When the child grows,
you have to listen.
Separate this development.
What you are simply doing, what you are simply doing,
other domains of development.
But you are not agreeing. He is not agreeing.
Okay.
He is not agreeing that a certain domain, which is actually very critical, which is economical.
Okay.
What I'm simply doing right here is to tell you that who is responsible for protecting the child? I'm saying that the government has to do more. What I'm simply saying is that if we enforce the laws that have been created by institutions of government, of maybe the UN, name it, ECOWAS and all of those other treaties that have been agreed upon to protect the child, if they are fully and properly enforced, we're going to find that children are more protected than what we currently have. And I'm simply also telling you that one of the reasons we have this shortfall on the part of parents is the fact that their economic situation cannot allow them the calmness to be able to concentrate on their children.
Now, I'll take you up on that. Mr. Gobles.
Okay.
Now, if you say that when a parent doesn't have the economic situation that would allow him to take care of his child, then you are saying that individuals who have that economic situation, who are wealthy and who have the money, would more likely take care of the children than those who do not have.
Incidences of child abuse. Incidences of child abuse. Let me ask you, you're a consultant psychologist. Incidences of child abuse, where is it more prevalent? Is it in the low income earning class, or the middle income earning class, or the high net individuals?
Now that depends on what sort of form of child abuse.
No, I'll
break it down. I'll give you the different.
One step at a time, gentlemen.
I'll give you the different forms of child abuse.
Yeah.
When it comes to child neglect, that is not taking proper care of the children.
Okay.
Not caring for their basic needs like food, clothes, water. And you'll find that in the low-income families.
Okay.
And when it comes to emotional abuse, it's higher in the high-income families because most parents, let me break this down for you. Most parents from the high-income families do not have time for their children. Imagine a man who wakes up in the morning by 4, leaves the house by 5, comes back by 10. What time does he have to stay with you?
Is that a high net individual? Is that a high net individual? No. Is that a high net individual? No.
Okay, let me break this down again for you.
Those are not high net families.
Let me break this down for you again.
No.
Let me break this down for you again. Okay?
Yes.
A man, okay, who is so busy with work,
okay,
running from one meeting to the other, traveling out of the country, coming back to